Hey everyone, how are you guys? I hope you're doing great. So today I want to do a video about what's going on in your dreams. Okay, so a lot of times we remember only partial things of our dreams, if anything at all. And I know some people that say that they don't dream because they don't remember anything. My son being one of them. He's not hyper focused on dreams, so he doesn't think about those things. But there's definitely, oh, look how that card just flipped. Are you kidding me? No. The Nine of Swords, the Dreams card. Okay, so I guess Spirit is showing that you need to know this. Spirit coming through real hardcore. So, okay, so this might be especially for someone specifically. So the Nine of Swords is usually nightmares, things that you dream about that stress you out. It could just be daily stress that doesn't allow you to sleep well and things like that. So I'm going to put this card out, being that it just flipped on its own. That is so crazy. I still can't get over it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've seen some crazy things in my house, in my life, since I was small. So it's not like I should be surprised, but I kind of like, and it does surprise me when I see things like that. Me just talking about one thing and then it just shows up, especially doing readings from my from this area, which was stressing me out because there's a lot of energy here and sometimes it can be too much even for me. But lately it has been feeling good to do readings here again. So let's see. What is in your dreams that you don't know or that you're not paying attention to? Could it be a message that you're getting from Spirit? So let's see. And this goes for anybody, any sign, I guess. This one wanted to flip. The Four of Wands. What? Have you been dreaming about your forever person? Your twin flame? This is a twin flame card, the 1111 card, the marriage card, the moving in together card, the Four Walls card. Wow. And I haven't used this deck in forever. I love this deck. This is the Tarot Illuminati. And this is a great deck, especially for dreams, I guess. It's just was the first thing I saw among my 1,000 tarot decks, if it'll stand. But this one was the first one that caught my attention today. So have you been dreaming about your wedding and not knowing it? Have you been seeing this scenery and not remembering it? Because sometimes we remember it when it just happens, like when you right before you wake up. It's almost like you know you're about to wake up, and then you know everything that you've dreamt, and all you want to do is remember. At least that's what happens to me. I'm very active in my dreams, lucid dream and things like that. So when I dream things, even in my dreams, I know I'm dreaming and I'm like, oh my God, did I just dream this? This means a lot or whatever, right? And at the time I said, as soon as I wake up, I'm going to write it down, and then I don't. I forget all about that part. So I know it's hard for somebody to remember their dreams, but if you are not, this is what you're dreaming about. Okay, so let's see, what else are we dreaming about here? The collective. This could be for anyone, any sign, any person, relationship or not. What are you dreaming about? Things that you don't remember. You definitely don't remember this. 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands. So arguing, competitiveness, stress. I heard tiffs, I guess. Arguments. Gosh. I feel like some of you guys are just practically fighting in your dreams. Fighting for this. Fighting for your 4 of Wands. Fighting for the love of your life. And it's crazy because this is, oh my God, I just noticed there's a progression in these cards. 4 of Wands, 5 of Wands. So you're practically fighting because either you had this before, right? You had a happy relationship or a happy connection, or you lived with someone and then things started getting bad. I mean, this can go in so many ways. So let's see what else comes up, okay? But I'm getting like, maybe you used to be super happy in a connection, and then things started to go south, and it became more of I have a specific word that wants to come out, but it's not coming to out of in my lips. Okay, what else are you dreaming about that you don't remember, or that you don't know that you are? Okay, let's do bottom of the deck. You have the Queen of Pentacles. Look at this queen. Woo! She's gorgeous. So pretty and different. Wow, I love this deck. I don't remember most of my decks if I don't use them often, so I hadn't remembered these images. Are so pretty. And the Princess of Cups. Oh my god, the Ten of Cups. What? I love this reading from this area, from my favorite area, because, you know, everything is always so majestic. That's what I'm getting, like a majestic connection. You've been dreaming about this. Oh my god, I know it. I know it, what it is. Okay, I just realized this. You've been having a whole 5D relationship with possibly your twin flame, if not your soulmate, or a soulmate, because you can have so many. It's like you're having a 5D relationship with someone. I'm getting like an age gap as well, for those of you that makes sense. Also, as soon as I saw the Queen of Pentacles, I didn't say it, but I got like same-sex relationship, or someone of the LGBTQ plus community. Doesn't have to be, it's not for everyone, but I feel like someone like that also might be listening to this video. Oh, and then I took the Queen so I could have it here, because I always like to have 5 cards on the desk or on the table. Then you have below that, it was the Two of Wands. So definitely daydreaming, seeing a future together. Oh my god, you are living a double life. Okay, so many. Oh, I love. Anyways, I'm having a moment because everything is, you know, so clicking for me right now. You've been living a life of duality, okay? Someone here is living a life of duality. You live in between two worlds. Oh, I want to call you honey. I don't know why. It's almost, I don't know how to explain it. It's like you've been living this life and you don't know it, but you know it, right? It's almost like you feel like you don't belong here. I don't know if that means something special to you. Someone here feels like they don't belong here on earth, on the 3D, right? It's because you're longing for this relationship or this life that you have on the 5D. It's not so much that you don't belong here, but it's so much that you're maybe lonely here, right? Yet on this 5D or dream world, you're in a whole relationship, okay? So I see you longing for that beautiful happiness. Oh my god, this is so pretty. I really, I'm feeling like an enchanting type of vibe here for someone. This is very enchanting. I don't know if you're like a believer of fairy tales, or you're very, oh, that's the word, whimsical. There's a whimsical vibe here for somebody. So I feel like here in the 3D, when I say here, I mean like, you know, where I'm reading you from, in the 3D, you have a very, I don't want to say sad life, because I don't know if you're necessarily depressed, but some of you may be sadder than most, right? But I'm getting more of a lonely life, or even if you have someone now, you feel lonely. Even if you're surrounded by people, you feel lonely. And some of you guys might have been even diagnosed with depression. Not that I would go against that, since I'm not a medical professional, right? But I'm getting someone here that doesn't feel that they're necessarily depressed. you feel more lonely, like you're longing for something in your heart and you don't know what it is. Okay, again, if you're that person and this resonates for you, it means that you're having a connection, a full force love life or connection or family, even a whole family with children and a house. I heard a dog, some of you. You're having a whole relationship with someone in your 5D. And so when you wake up and you don't remember any of this, because I don't think that most of you remember these dreams, I feel that you may not remember it, but you remember the feeling. You remember the feeling of leaving home. I just heard coming home. But leaving home, living this life. And a lot of you guys, I feel like if you don't currently live near the water, you're dreaming that, I'm sorry, the noise outside. Is that noise outside? Anyway, my house is like, it's always some weird noise. And where was I? Oh yeah, if you don't currently live near the water, someone here in your dream, you live like I want to say on the coast, in the town where it's coastal, there's water, but there's also beautiful picturesque places, right? Similar to this, if not exactly like this type of places, right? I mean, they don't have to be exact, but this is what I'm imagining or seeing in my third eye, plus the water nearby. Or really, maybe you live off the water, something like that. Like I can see the water. And when you go away from there, when you leave home, you come into the 3D. And the person that's on the other side is literally waiting for you. I don't know how to, I know someone else is having this dream with you, okay? That's how I see it. Someone else is having this dream with you. And he or she is longing for you. They, them, whoever, right? This person is longing for you. And then you come here to this 3D world, right? And you wake up and you're upset. Sometimes even waking up crying and not knowing why you were crying because you don't remember the dream. Wow. And you're having arguments and fights. This could be also in the dream, but I feel like this is more like on the 3D, like you're fighting or you're always upset. Things don't feel right. Your clothes don't fit. You feel funny. You feel funny. Like you can't sit right. I personally can't sleep right? Like I've tried different pillows and things like that. And it feels like I've had a fight or an argument. I feel like that when I wake up sometimes. And see, channeling. And that's what I see here for someone that has been having a whole life in their dream, being loved, cared for. And I feel like someone is very extravagant. Oh, look, the alchemist. You're manifesting, okay? You're manifesting. You're manifesting. That's what you're doing. A lot of you guys are manifesting this life. Little do you know that it's already happening in your dream, in the 5D. And it's happening because it's supposed to come to fruition. But look, right underneath that, and I usually don't have cards upside down, but you have the Ace of Wands upside down. So it's something that hasn't started or that is being blocked right now that won't start. It's being blocked right now and it won't start. I feel like if you know the person that you cared about, the person is holding back. Because right below that, there's the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles, they're not sharing their feelings. They're not opening up to you. So I feel like you're manifesting and they're holding back. If that's what's going on right now in your world, right? But going back to the dream, just know that what you want here is already happening there, right? It's already happening in the 5D. You're already living that life of happiness, and I hear extravagance. So maybe some of you guys feel that you want to live like a princess, like in a castle or in another era, right? Like I want to say with the big dresses, with the big poofy dresses, right? Because I'm getting an extravagance as well, like here, like the Queen of Pentacles in this deck. See her garb, she's literally fabulous, right? Fabulous. So I feel like, again, this is such a magical, whimsical, oh, it's a vibe, and I love it. I'm in love right now with this reading. I didn't think it was going to be like this. I thought it was going to be something else, but this is really quite magical, and I love it. I love it. I love it. I literally don't want to say anything else, so because I don't want to mess it up. I really don't want to mess this up. But there was something else that was coming through, and I got interrupted. A call came through, and now I practically lost the thought. But there was more channeling coming through, and it had to do, I believe, with the depression versus just being happy in your own home, in your own world, by yourself. Don't think it's because there's something wrong with you. I feel like you're very immersed in this world of the dream. And for those of you who are believers, okay, who believe in this type of thing, right? What it means is that you are having this whole manifested life in the 5D. That's how I feel about it. That's my opinion. And so what I feel is that it's coming because of the cards that were coming here, that were under here. These are my future cards. So there will be that communication. You know, from the upside down Ace of Wands, which is the beginning of this magical world. There's something that's being held back. Somebody's not sharing, and there will be clarity. Look at this. Clarity, Ace of Swords. It will happen. There will be a beginning for someone here. And it may or may not be with the King of Swords that's there. Okay, King of Swords, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. We have a lot of wands, so definitely fire, Sag, Aries, and Leo, and of course Pentacles and water. So everybody's here, all the signs. Okay, so I wouldn't say stay out of your dreams, but I would say find ways to remember your dreams, because this is quite beautiful. I personally love this. So keep that notebook under your pillow, and as soon as you wake up, write as much as you can, whatever it is, even if it makes no sense, because then by the end of the day, you'll start remembering little things here and there, and then you'll go back and write it down. And then when you read it all, it's going to make sense. I feel like this is going to make sense for someone. Try it little by little. Do some sort of exercise to remember your dreams, and it should all work out. I have faith. I have faith in you. All right, take care. I'm going to cut this quick because I know another call will come through and I don't want to interrupt it. I love you guys so much. Let me know in the comments what you think of this reading. If you're not following me, remember to follow me, TikTok and YouTube. I will be posting this video. And check out my books. I've written 2 books. And anything else you want to get a reading, the information is down below in YouTube, the description box, or linked in the bio on TikTok. Take care. Ciao.